Today we're going to be taking a look at my wand collection. Now this is something that I skipped during my room tour video, so if you guys want to take a look at anything else that's behind me, that's going to be in the room tour video. It's already up. Go take a look. I'll link it down in the description. I'll link it up here and I'll put it in the comments. But today we're diving into the wands. Welcome back to Aguamenti, and if you're new here, my name is Tony. I make videos about Wizarding World news, merch, and events. So if you're into that sort of thing, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on the next video. So I kind of divided the wands by category. This over here, this pile is the Magicaster wands. This right here is the exclusive design collection from the Harry Potter shop. These are character wands. Next to these are Cursed Child character wands. These right here are going to be collector's edition wands from Universal Studios. And then right here we have continuing like the interactive elements. So these are interactive ones from Universal Studios. Next to that is going to be wood wands. And then this last pile is kind of like one-offs. So let's jump right in, starting off with an unreleased Magicaster wand. This Magicaster wand is called Wise. And this one I did a deep dive into what it is and where it came from in a separate video. So that's what all the Magicaster wands do that. But this is this particular design was unreleased to the public. And just to give you guys some backstory, I think it was just like a demo because I could never find one of these sealed. So I don't think they were trying to sell these yet. I think these were more so like going to be a second wave of release. But I like to think of this as one of my cool finds because even the packaging is different than the finished product of the Magicaster wands. So on the back side, there's like things that they didn't finish compared to the ones that are wrapped and ready to sell. So yeah, that's the Wise Magicaster wand. Next up, we have the Honorable Magicaster wand. I do have an opened one of these. So I'll show you that. Same thing, open up and it starts lighting up, starts playing the Harry Potter tune. So this design was released to the public. Unfortunately, they don't make these anymore. Something with a lawsuit or something like that. Somebody took somebody's, allegedly, somebody stole somebody's technology. I won't get too deep into it right here, but you guys can check out my other videos where I like I said, I go into a deeper dive with what happened to these and the unreleased ones. Here's another unreleased one. This one is called Adventurous. I really like this design here. I'm not sure if this one has a charge. Okay, so no charge on this one. But here is the unreleased Adventurous Magicaster wand. Here's another quick look at the box. And then I do have the other ones sealed, so I won't be opening these, but these are just the other generic Magicaster wands. This one is called Defiant. This one is called Loyal. And then I do have the Heroic Magicaster wand. This one was limited to 1,000 and it was for Harry Potter fan club members. So if you were a fan club member, you were able to purchase this wand or take advantage of, I think it was like you got to get early access to it, but anybody who had early access to it basically sold it out. So this is the Heroic Magicaster wand. This one was the hardest one to get out of the bunch. Little backstory on this one, I did luck out when they first released. I was able to purchase one and it was amazing. I did a whole review on it and that video has done pretty well when they first came out. But unfortunately, I put mine in storage. I put some of my things in storage, some of my collection in storage, and it was one of the items that got stolen. So through insurance, I was able to actually buy this back. They covered the full amount for that crazy resale price amount. So I'm so thankful that they were able to cover me for that. And now I get to have an sealed copy. Okay, guys, so next we're starting off on the exclusive wand design collection. These are wands from the Harry Potter shop. These you can get at Harry Potter shop like Platform 9 3/4, the Harry Potter shop, Chicago, New York. You can even find these at the studio tour in London and in Los Angeles. This one I did get at the Harry Potter shop in New York. This one's brand new, starting off strong with the Marauders Map Wand. Here's the Marauders Map Wand. I'll get you a nice little close-up there of the handle. And it just says their guys, and it just says their names. It says Messrs. Mooney, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs around on the silver there. And you do have really nice detail on the handle of the map, so it's like kind of engraved, and then it just wraps around, and then the rest of the wand is just this nice dark brown all the way, but very nice handle, beautiful details. I think they did a really good job on this one. On the bottom, you can see it like scrolls in. Next up, we have the Goblet of Fire wand. Each one of the exclusive design collections comes with this little card that kind of describes what the wand is about. So here we go, Goblet of Fire wand. We got that blue flame coming out of the actual goblet itself. And then you can see it kind of goes down to the bottom there. And then you kind of have like the bottom of the goblet on top. I think this is supposed to go down here, from what I remember. But on top of this little section here, you have the maze, which is a really cool detail. I really like that. The rest of the wand is just like a wood grain to the rest of it, which I think is really nice. And lightens up at the end. Next up, Griffin's Stairwell wand. This one was originally an exclusive from the Harry Potter shop in New York because they do have a griffin in the middle of the store that rotates. It's super cool. And then it spirals down. I think it's really nice, really cool. And then towards the bottom of the wand, it just kind of disappears and then it goes blank. So really cool, really well done. You know, I like having exclusive stuff just as much as the next guy, but definitely with these collectors or with these exclusive design collection, I do mostly buy just the ones that I like. There is a Hedwig one that's for Japan, and the Hedwig looks crazy. It looks a little funky. So I didn't really like that one. That one's more exclusive than the rest of these because I have not seen that one pop up at any of the other stores. I think I do have one exclusive, like one still. That would be the next one that we're going to look at, the Time Turner wand. And actually, now that I'm coming up to the camera, I do remember they actually put this one online. But I think it's only online for UK, so Harry Potter Shop UK. So I don't think you can get it in the US yet. So here we go. You got the Time Turner card, and here's the Time Turner wand. So it's got the Time Turner kind of spread out so you're able to hold it, and then it just kind of spirals down right here. And then the rest of the wand is just a plain brown. But I do like that they put the details of the engravings on the side of the wand on both sides. Very nice. Would have been cool if they put some sand in here, but this is just resin, clear resin in there. Overall, I still do like it. It's a pretty cool wand. Next up, we have the Golden Snitch wand. This one was one of the very first wands that they said was going to be exclusive when it came to Harry Potter Shop New York, when they opened the flagship store. This one, it was so cool. This one was selling out constantly. It's a very cool wand. It looks really nice. It's not like too crazy, but it's just cool. Like everybody loves a golden snitch. So you got the snitch right there. Beautiful. You got the wings going down it. And then you kind of have like the black part of it. It's kind of carved in a way that it mimics like wind. So that's kind of like the wind behind it. Next up, we have the Philosopher's Stone wand. Here's the card, pause to read. This one's pretty nice. I like when they do the like see-through resins. This one is like a dark red, but it's really cool. And then you've got the gold. You can see kind of like the light coming through there. It's really nice. And then the gold spiraling down. Very nice touch. And then the rest of the wand is just kind of carved wood. And then the tip, you can see there's some gold there. A really nice detail. And last but not least, for the design collection, this is the Locket of Slytherin. Here's the card for that one. And this one is really nice. I do like this one a lot. It's very elegant, very classy. You got this like ember color with some runes on the sides. You've got a nice little snake going up around it. And then those green little jewels. And then it just goes into a black, nice like hexagonal end there. Very classy wand. All right, next we have our character wands. Now, if you want to skip the character wands, you already know how they all look. Be my guest. Go on to the next one. The next one is going to be, the next section is going to be the Cursed Child character wands. There's only 3 of those, and then after that, we'll continue the rest. All right, so this is Albus Dumbledore from the Fantastic Beasts series. This one is one of my favorite wands out of the entire series, out of Harry Potter, out of everything. It's so beautifully done. It's got this nice little silver hit with the rune on it on the end of it. Then you've got some more runes going upwards into the top of the wand. And one of my favorite features, it twists like crazy here. Kind of reminds me of like the ancient magic symbol from Hogwarts Legacy. I think it's super cool, the twist here. And then it just all connects back and then just forms this singular, like really skinny point. Very nice. I love this wand. I actually have 2 of these. One so I can just have here in my collection, and then one so I could just take it around with me to the parks or wherever for photos and whatnot. It's such a beautiful wand. Next we have Anton Vogel's wand. This one I got from a mystery box from the Harry Potter shop, but it's not a bad wand. It's a cool wand. I think it's just very classy, very elegant. You've got this nice gold top, and then you got this kind of like spread of stripes, and then it goes back down into a gold and into a brown. Very nice. I think it's like just a nice little classy wand. Nothing too crazy. So not disappointed with getting this one in a mystery box. Next we have Laylee Hicks wand. It's like a mermaid bust, but then you also have like like going down into where the tail would be. But it's very nice. It's very detailed. A cool design for that character. And then the rest of the wand is just this nice brown. So that's it for Fantastic Beasts. Not really too much. The rest of them are just Harry Potter characters. I don't even remember what's in each box because they don't have names on them. So we're going to find out together. And let's see if I can remember whose wand is whose. But this one is Ginny Weasley's wand. This one's just all black, and it's just got some nice patterns on it. And then it just goes into a smooth black tip. Nothing too crazy here, just some spirals and some little bumps here. That's Ginny Weasley's wand. Next up, we have Ron Weasley's wand. This is the 3rd year wand. Here we go, kind of like a more natural look, and it's kind of squared off. And then it does end up going into this round end here. Very natural, Ron Weasley. Next up, we have Harry Potter. Harry Potter's 3rd year wand. And I think by now everybody should know what Harry Potter's wand looks like. But if you don't, here it is. At this point, a classic. Beautiful wand. His is very natural looking as well. I might need to take that one out of the box and actually put it on the shelf because I don't think I have his wand on my shelf other than the first year wands. Next up, we have Hermione Granger's wand. This one's got vines going down it. I think it's really nice. And the paint job they did is really nice as well. But basically almost all the way to the end of the wand, you have the vines. At some point, we're going to find an empty box because I do have some of these on the shelves. But next we have Albus Dumbledore, or the Elder Wand. Has these bulbs going all the way down. And it's a pretty long wand as well. Nice little painting detail towards the bottom of some runes. So I have several versions of this wand, and obviously you guys will see them here today. So that'll be coming up. Next, we have an empty box. Okay, so this one, I know whose box this is. This is Ron's box. But this one in particular is for Ron's broken wand, his first year / second year wand. This is before they changed the wands for Prisoner of Azkaban, so it's a more basic design. And then this is from Noble Collection, so they decided to go with the version where he has broken his wand and has used Spello tape to fix it. So it does have kind of like this curve to it. The tape looks more like a booger on this version, but it's still like, you can tell what it's for. Different shades of brown throughout the wand. Other than that, nothing too crazy, just some wood grain going on. But I think they did a really great job with this rendition. All right, I think we're gonna have another empty box. I think this is either Harry or Hermione's. And I'm gonna assume that it's Hermione's because that's what my mind is telling me. So Hermione's first year wand, that's another one. Beautiful. In the third film, we had vines. In the first and second film, we had this nice kind of like marble handle, and it does have some cracks in it. I think that gives it some really nice detail. And then it does just go into a plain, really dark brown, almost black tip here. But very classy wand. I think this one, for it being one of the earlier versions, could definitely have passed as a newer version, like from third year going on. I feel like they didn't even really have to change her wand. It's just a very nice, classy, very Hermione wand. Next we have, this one is Sirius Black. Okay, Sirius Black. So indeed, here we have Sirius Black's wand, and then you've got these nice carvings going all throughout the top. These, I don't think these are runes, these are just more so carvings. And then down here is where you'll find some runes on each side. I'm gonna go ahead and insert some little trivia or like a little fun fact from Sirius Black's wand that the employee at the Harry Potter shop in New York told us. So here we go.
Two lines. This side only has one line. There is a security feature on Sirius's wand, so if his index finger isn't on the side with one line, it doesn't work at its full capacity. So of course he would put a security feature on his wand. But the actor who played Sirius, Gary Oldman, actually worked with a wand choreographer because they wanted him to handle his wand with more of a street feel. Someone who's been in Azkaban, someone who's just getting their wand back. So I think that's a really interesting way that they show how the wizards interact with the wands in the series.
Next up, we have Draco Malfoy's wand. So Draco's wand is very, very basic. I'm very curious to know if they even changed his wand from the third movie on, but it's a very plain design, and it's just got black here, and then it goes bump, bump, and then it's just brown, like a dark brown. I don't remember what his wand looks like in the first movie, but if you told me that this was the same from the first movie to the third movie, I would totally believe you because of how plain this wand is. Next one, this is a pink box. I think you guys know who it is. It is empty, it's on the shelf, let me grab it. Here we have Dolores Umbridge's wand. This is one of the newer ones. I think the older ones had a more clear little piece of resin here. This one's more pink. Next up, I have no idea. Oh, here we go. Next up, Severus Snape. I do have another little fun fact video from the employee that was at the Harry Potter shop about this wand as well. So I'll throw that in here right now.
Severus Snape's wand is very unique because it's actually not described in the books at all. So the props department had a clean slate when they were designing it. They wanted to make something that would really match his aesthetic and his vibe, so they ended up with something very dark, but with a very ornately decorated handle to show how he is really deep and complex on the inside, even though you may not know it at first. So I think his wand represents his character perfectly.
Next up, we have one of Luna Lovegood's wands. She's got this nice little tulip handle, and then it's just brown all throughout. I do like her other wand a little more than this one, but I think you have to get a set in order to get it. So I got another empty box, but I do know whose this one is based off of the little tag there. So that's going to be Harry's wand, and that's going to be his first year wand. Here we go, Harry's first wand. And you got 3 shades of brown, very basic handle. I'm telling you that Draco Malfoy wand looked very basic, looked like a first year wand. But this one, the original Harry Potter wand from the first film, the one where he holds up and he gets chosen. This one is the longest wand ever made. This is Gilderoy Lockhart's wand, and it is huge. Here's the tip, and then we go all the way over here to the handle, and I'm telling you, this thing is crazy. Might be compensating for something, but we don't know. But this is Gilderoy Lockhart's wand. I had to go pretty far back for you to see the whole thing. Insane how big this one is. Let's compare. Look how crazy that is. That's just like. And then last but not least, for character wands, we have Lord Voldemort's wand. This is one of the coolest wands. It looks like bone. Very cool design for the baddie. Very beautifully done. Huge props to the wand designers, wand makers who came up with this decision. It's so cool. All right, guys, you made it through the character wands. I'm proud of you if you went through every single one. So let's move on to more character wands. These are from the Cursed Child. Let's start off with Albus Potter. For those of you who haven't seen a Cursed Child box, I'm gonna go ahead and show you because it's actually pretty nice. So you've got the name on the side here, and then it does go into like this pattern here with the moons on it. And then it goes all the way to the name again. And then on the other side, same thing. It's kind of made out of this like felt. This is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And this one, the way that you open it is you kind of pull this out here and you open this and you're greeted with this little film. It's supposed to be like the cover for it. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Nice gold foiling. And then you take that away. And here's your wand. So it's a very like crazy box. I feel like it's almost made out of one piece of material here. Anyways, here's Albus Potter's wand. It almost looks like a plant to me. Almost looks like it has thorns coming out of it. And then it just goes into a regular brown. And then at the very end here, you do have this black tip. Albus Potter's wand. Next we'll do Scorpius Malfoy's wand. Same thing, nice felt, nice gold foiling. Then we have Scorpius Malfoy's name on the end there. So here we go. And there's carvings in the wand, like almost like numbers, like if he's counting something. I don't remember if that's supposed to be like a part of some kind of storyline or something like that. I feel like it might be. You can see these details here. Very natural wood, like almost like a branch. And then it kind of curves here. So you can see it curves pretty harshly. And then we got this nice black-brown design going up the rest of it. Here we go. This one sits a little differently inside the box. For those of you who haven't seen Cursed Child, those are the two main characters. And yeah, surprise, surprise, in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Harry Potter is not the main character. So here's Harry Potter. I ended up getting this one at my third time or second time, I don't know, seeing the play. This one I bought here in Los Angeles, but same boxes, so I think it doesn't matter wherever you go, it's all going to be the same packaging. You can see I haven't even taken this one out of the plastic yet. Here's Harry Potter's wand. Almost looks like, I don't even know how to describe this. Maybe like veins or something, or like from like a leaf, like something like that. And then the edge there, it's just kind of like grainy, like wood. And then it just goes plain like the rest of the handle. Very plain, very straight, but the handle is obviously the important part here. So that's Harry Potter's wand. So now we've made it to the collector's edition wands. I'm so proud of you if you went through all the character wands. So proud. I'm impressed. Thanks for watching. Okay, let's move on to the collector's edition wands. And I'm gonna start from newest to oldest. So this one here is from Universal Studios Japan. And I'll show you the boxes. So here we go, Universal Studios Japan, collector's edition. And it doesn't say a year on it, but the year for this one is 2025. So these are interactive wands, but they fall under collector's edition. So they're not just any other interactive wand. That's why I separated them. This one, beautiful, comes with this gold, nice little ribbon. So up top we have like a deep blue domed tip, and then it's got this nice little gold cap, and then on the bottom it's got a little base ring. It's giving it like a very jewel-like look. You've got these gold swirls or like line work running down the upper portion of the wand. Super ornate, very decorative. And then you have this gold band around the midsection, and it's got like these geometric patterns here. The rest of the shaft is just this glossy black. I do like the glossy black. I thought I wasn't gonna like it on this wand, but it's actually pretty nice. And it doesn't show. Oh, here we go. There's the gloss. I was like, it's not going to show it. Here we go. The only thing I can complain about this wand is that the box is smaller compared to the rest of the collector's edition wands. And I don't know if that's just Japan or what, because Beijing even has like the wider box, but it just kind of threw off the collection of the collector's edition ones as far as like boxes go. Next we have the Universal Studios Hollywood exclusive collector's wand. I believe this one's still Hollywood exclusive. I haven't seen it at the Orlando parks yet. This one came out for FanFest, and I don't think it's released anywhere else. This one's got a rounded white orb at the very tip. It's almost like a pearl, and it sits inside this gold like ornamental cradle shape, almost like a motif. And then the upper handle tapers outward. It kind of gives it like this like hourglass profile in metallic silver, and it's kind of like brushed. And then you have some accent rings. I think it's almost the same patterns that were on the Japan one. And then the shaft is just like a straight black, elegant, nice, almost like a ceremonial like wand, you know, like, which I think that's what it's trying to be. Again, no year on the box on this one, but this one is from 2024. This one came out and everybody was kind of confused on what it was. To me, it looks like a wolf. And to a lot of other people, it looks like a wolf. Let me see if there we go. You can get that in focus here. But some others are saying that it's supposed to be a dragon, which I see a wolf here. But for those that don't recognize the design or where it's coming from, this is supposed to be, from what I've heard, reminiscent of the Triwizard Cup, the actual trophy. And I'll show you guys and you guys can compare. So here we go. Here's the Triwizard Cup here. And you can kind of see like that's a dragon there. And then this one, I don't know, it just looks more like a wolf to me than the dragon. but it's essentially like the same detailing here. And then I'll show you guys the replica from Noble Collection. Here's the Noble Collection replica. I think they took design aspects from this, but I do think that they turned it into a wolf more than the dragon. The dragon, like, they took the ears, I guess, and like the top part, but to me, I don't know, it just looks more like a wolf than the dragons do. And it might just be that it's more tilted down and then that the tongue is like raised, but then I look up top and it just looks like wolf like fur going backwards. So I don't know, up to you. I guess it's supposed to be the dragon from the Triwizard Trophy, but you let me know what you think. Anyways, we got a lot of vines twisting here. Like I said, almost like a fur on the top, sharp ears, twisting like roots or vines in like a metallic silver. It's very like Celtic or like Norse. And then the shaft here is just very like wood grain style. I don't think they made as much of these as they did any of the other collector's edition ones, because this one's actually really hard to find. This one sold out pretty quickly from when it came out. Usually they last up to a year at the store, or at Universal, I mean. But this one was gone within a couple months and you could not find it anymore. So might be one of the more rare ones, maybe because of the ornate nature of it. I'm not too sure. If anybody knows, let me know. Again, no year on this one, but this one on the back, it does say 2023. So 2023 Collector's Edition 1. This one has like a pearly white potion bottle shape almost, handle with the gold accents on the top and then at the bottom. And then the shaft has a carved open split near the top here. Overall, very elegant. Another one of those elegant wands. Not trying to do too much and kind of keeping to the theme of golds, white, and black. Again, no year on this one as well, but this one also says 2023. There were definitely years where we got 2 wands instead of 1, and I'm not sure what caused that or if they're gonna keep doing 2 per year or 1 per year. We'll just have to wait and see. This one has a silver metal looking handle covered in really detailed swirling engravings. I would say this one's almost Celtic style as well. The top has like a heart-shaped or like a leaf-shaped cut right there. And then it transitions into this very just simple straight black shaft here. This one in particular really gives off Death Eaters or like the Death Eater masks vibes. Next up, from 2022, this one's like a reddish brown wand with like a twisted rope lower half here, and then like a quilted pattern on the top of the handle with some gold decorative strips here in the midsection and a gold cap at the top. Very elegant, kind of royal. I think that's what the collector's edition line really goes for. It's just kind of elegant, ornate wand styles here. I say that, but then on the complete opposite side, we have the 2021 collector's edition wand, which is a potion cauldron that's spewing smoke. You'll see right now. Which, like, I think it's still kind of like, this one's more on the elegant than the ornate side. I think it's done tastefully, mostly because it's just black and gold. But here it is. Here's the wand. You can see you got the little cauldron down at the bottom in this nice metallic gold, and then the smoke just popping out, going around the wand. And you've even got little stars there that you can make out. And then it just goes into a simple black shaft there. Sometimes elegant, sometimes fun, sometimes a wolf's head or a dragon's head. This one's a special one because this one's from Universal Studios Beijing. And I think this is the first collector's edition one that they ever made. This one is from 2021. This one looks like a carved wooden wand with reddish bark texture. It has swirling knotwork all over the handle and a twist that runs up the shaft with like gold leaf accents. It's like very, very naturey, almost like wind or something like that. And then you can see like the gold is actually like, almost looks like it's supposed to be like dragon scales, the gold in there. I think it's such a cool design. And it goes all the way to the end there. Very, very cool. And from something that I didn't know is that when you use this wand, over time the brownish goes away and underneath is like this glossy red that's supposed to appear. So it looks reddish brown, but like with regular use, it starts to like get like a glossy red. Something super cool that I just found out recently. So I might just get another one and then just kind of like rub off the brown and see how it turns out. That'd be super cool. Now, this is so far back that it actually has a year on the box. Collector's Edition 2021. So let's take a look at this one. This one has like a gold flower shaped top up here with petals that open upward. And then the middle section is black with gold scrolling designs. And below that is a gold leaf wrap. Very nice right there. The shaft is a smooth reddish brown wood. Very royal, very elegant. Again, here we go. Collector's Edition wand 2020. Another one with a year on it. I'm not entirely sure why they stopped putting the year on it. I feel like it's because they don't want it to sit on the shelf and it say 2020. So like 5 years ago and then it's still on the shelf or something like that. So they'd rather not have the year on it and then it's just a collector's edition wand. That's my theory. This one has a black and gold handle with like a medieval armor vibe. Has a checkerboard and then like a shield pattern. The top is like a flared end. And then the rest of the wand is just like a sleek and black. It's giving like gothic or like knight related theming. Now we have the 2019 Collector's Edition wand. This one doesn't say the year, so it just says Collector's Edition, even though this is one of the very old one, or I think it's the very first one, I think, that was after the celebration wands, and that's why it just says Collector's Edition. And then after that they started doing the years, and then after that they took the years off. So this is the very first, I believe, Collector's Edition wand that's not a celebration wand. This one's actually one of my favorites. This one is just like a black, sleek wand, and then it has gold star-shaped metal accents running down the handle. The bottom has a chunky gold and black ornament with like a faceted gem at the end here. To me, it's giving off like a royal wand. I just like that it's just a clean black gold and that it runs all the way almost to the end here. I think it's a really good design and a good first design for that. So that was the last Collector's Edition wand. Now we're moving on to the rest of the interactive edition wands, or interactive wands from Universal Studios. There's not too many of these. I'll do really quickly. Cosme Acajor, this one is the Vine wand. And I do like these boxes. These are the little triangle boxes here. And here's the wand inside. Another ornate or like a royal looking wand. It's got this gold column with like basically what it says, a vine going through it, around it. And then it just gives you like that twist that I liked from Dumbledore's wand. And then it straightens out towards the end there. Very cool wand for the Cosme Acajor store at Epic Universe. This next one is also from Epic Universe. It's exclusive to Epic Universe. And it's sitting actually right here. This one's beautiful. This one's based off the archway when you enter Epic Universe at Place Cachet. Very gorgeous design. This is a second generation interactive wand. This is a wand that vibrates and lights up when you do the spells around Place Cachet. You can also take this one to Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade and it'll work the same. Very cool. I haven't tried this one out specifically at Universal Studios Hollywood, so I'm curious to know if it will light up or vibrate there. Once I do test that out, I will pin the comment and let you guys know. Next we have James Potter's wand. This wand, super basic. Just a brown stick with webs going around it. Can you see those webs there? There you go. But other than that, that's it. It's just a plain stick with some webs on it. Next up, this is one of the newer Ollivander's wands. Of the newer styles, I mean by that. And just pick this one up just to have an Ollivander's edition because I don't have one, or I didn't have one before this one. This one, nice brown, also kind of quilted design handle, silver bands going across. Some nice bumpy dark ground wood there, and then it smoothens out at the rest of the shaft. Very simple, very nice. That particular wand is called the Yew and Dragon Heartstring wand. Next up, Nymphadora Tonks Interactive Edition. Yes, I thought we were also done with the character wands, but here we have some interactive ones. So here's Nymphadora Tonks Interactive Edition, or Interactive Wand. I keep saying edition. I guess it is an edition, right? Interactive Edition. Universal Studios wand. So that one and the James Potter one I got for free when Universal does, like, you buy a gift card and you like worth $300, money you're already going to spend, and then you get a free wand. So that's why I have more interactive edition wands. Here's Eulalie Hicks. We already took a look at Eulalie Hicks's wand. This is just the interactive edition wand. Done with the interactive wands. Now we're moving on to the wood wands. These first three wood wands are replicas of the trio's first wands from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. These are made by Moon Eye Majestics. I do have a video comparing these ones to the Noble Collection resin wands on my channel, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. Again, 3 shades of brown. Nice basic design for Harry Potter, made out of wood. Next up, one of my favorites is Ron's wood wand. Again, made by Moon Eye Majestics, but this one actually has tape, real tape on it. It looks beautiful. They did a great job of creating that curve here with the tape. It's nice, beautiful wood, real wood here. Amazing, amazing job by Moon Eye Majestics with this wand here. Next up, Hermione Granger's wood wand. Very nice white wood there. And then it goes into this plain brown. I do like Noble Collections a little bit more just because it's a little more detailed in the handle with those cracks and stuff. But this being a replica that we could have gotten before Noble Collection made theirs, beautiful, amazing, great job. Okay, next up, these next 3 wands are from the Harry Potter shop. I'm not sure if they make them anymore because I haven't seen them in a while. So I think they might have gotten discontinued. This one is Hermione Granger's wand, the wood version, and it's not in the box, it's on the shelf. Let me grab that. But just so you guys can see, it's got this nice gold inside, and then her box is red here. This one's absolutely gorgeous as well. Take a look at those vines, and this is carved out of real wood. And it's a lot darker than the Noble Collection one. And then you can hear that wood there. This one came out in 2021. So like I said, I haven't seen them again. I'm not sure if they were limited or what, but they're hard to find. Here's the box that says Harry Potter. It says Hermione Granger's wooden wand. Next up, Harry Potter's wooden wand. So very cool brown box. It's got a different feel than the other boxes to it. Check this out. Very nice. Beautiful, just sitting in there. It's got little rubber bands holding it in place, but let's take a look at that. So a little bit less detailed in the handle because it is made out of wood. They have to carve it. The resin one has a lot more lines and sharp edges. This one's a little more soft and subtle. And then it goes up into the shaft there. Beautiful coloring still. And this nice little felt inside. Next up, Albus Dumbledore's wand. You would think that they would do Ron's wand, but I guess it was too difficult to make. I don't know, I'm not sure. I feel like Harry's wand would be more difficult to make, but they decided to go with a Dumbledore's, and it has little tassels on the ends. I thought that's super cool. And I was just about to say, I don't remember how much they cost, but I guess now I can tell you. So these wood wands retailed at $80 a piece. So the Harry wand, the Hermione wand, $80. So here we go. Here's Dumbledore's wand, the wood version. Very beautiful paint job still. Those ruins going around it, the bulbs. This one's a little bit thicker than a regular Elder Wand would be. I would assume because the wood would be way too fragile if they made it any thinner. And you can see there's barely a bulb right there. Still a gorgeous wand. But there you go. There you have it. Albus Dumbledore's wood wand. All right, we've made it through the wood wands. Now we're doing the one-offs. So this is just random wands that I've either purchased or have been given to me. Let's start off with Harry Potter Magic at Play. This wand is very beautiful. I think it's only sold, actually no, they sold it online and that's how I was able to get it. But I think, I'm not sure if it's still available online, but it's sold at the Magic at Play event. And I think I do have a video, a solo video of this one. No ribbon here, but an absolutely gorgeous wand. Check this out. You've got nice little golden Quidditch hoops at the top there. Very ornate. You even got a little golden snitch. I don't know if you can see that right underneath. And then you have the house colors on each side of the wand. Very cool. I love this. Then down here you have house logos or like crests. This one has an R for Ravenclaw, and then you have the H for Hufflepuff, G for Gryffindor, and the S for Slytherin. And then it just goes into the house colors, twirling around all the way down. It's such a beautiful one. It's so well done to represent all the houses and like that Quidditch feel to it. It's just a really, really nice put together wand. I think this is just one of the best wands that they've ever made. It's gorgeous. I really like this one. And not a lot of people have it because they don't know about Harry Potter Magic at Play. Next up, this is the Cine Replicas Harry Potter Albus Dumbledore gold wand. This one comes with a beautiful engraved box, wooden box. You can see it's got lightning bolts, it's got the Elder Wand there. This is engraved wood here. Beautiful Harry Potter logo with some of the castle on the side, Wizarding World, some owls, very ornate. And then on this side, another Elder Wand, some lightning bolts. But this one opens up like this, so you can see that. And it's not in there because I took it out. But essentially in here, you would have a glass stand and then the gold wand. And then here is your certificate of authenticity. What number do I got? Number 247. Very cool. So again, this is wood. You can hear it. Now let me show you the wand. So here's the wand. Beautiful gold. I'm not sure, I don't remember if I made a video on this one, but if I did, guys, I'll link it down in the comments or in the description. So beautifully made gold, all gold wand for Albus Dumbledore, and it's got some weight to it. This one's made out of zinc, so it does feel very nice in the hand. It's definitely a collector's piece, something to display. And that glass display that I was talking about, guys, here it is. And it just says Harry Potter. Very beautiful little stand made of glass. And then you just set this on top of here. And you just display your beautiful gold wand. This one, I think it was only available to customers in Asia. Cine Replicas, I think, has wand licensing for Asia only. So I had to ask a friend for some help, and they were able to get it for me. Super grateful. Shout out to Reb. This one also has a little engraving detail here. Let me see if I can show you guys here. And it is number 247. You can see that stamped there. And there's your wand number. I think they did an amazing job with this one. It's one of my favorites in my collection. Next up, I think this is another Dumbledore version of a wand, but this is a fireball wand, and I have done a video on this one for sure. This was a sponsored video for this one. Let me just take that out. So here's the Dumbledore. This one's a little bit fatter towards the end because it does need to shoot a fireball out of it. It has like the mechanisms, the battery and stuff down there. And then it gets really skinny towards the top. So it looks very good compared to the other Elder Wands. From this up, that's where it looks really nice. And then the bottom, you know, you just kind of cover it with your hand, and then it kind of just looks like a normal Elder Wand. The only difference being that it does actually shoot fireball out of it, and you have a button towards the bottom right here that lets you do that. So when you activate, or when you say Incendio or whatever, you can hit it and then out comes a fireball. So another version of Albus Dumbledore's wand here, or the Elder Wand I should say. And if you guys want one for yourself, one of these fireball wands, this one's from Lumitero, and I do have a code that should still be active if you want to grab one, so I'll put that in the description or in the comments as well. Next up, this is a wand from Cherry Wallace's new shop. It's Wilbots. Wilbots is the brand of the wand maker. Cherry Wallace's shop is called The Lost Cauldron, and this is one of the wands that kind of represent her store. It's very beautiful. It's made out of wood from here on, but this is just a nice gold knob. This one's actually made of metal. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's got those nice gold stars, supposed to represent her like starry night sky inside the shop. Very beautiful. And then you've got the shaft going down, and then it kind of bumps up again, and then it goes into a nice point. Gorgeous wand. One of my favorites. Absolutely beautiful. And then last but not least, we have the Harry Potter 2025 Celebration Wand. This one I did do a video on for Instagram. I don't think I did a proper YouTube video for it. Here's the actual wand. Now this wand is going to be available just for 1 year from release. So here we go. You got the stag. Then you've got this where the horns turn kind of into like this air, or like very like a spell like feature. Then you have these twirls going down all the way, and it's just a nice dark blue to end it. It's a very beautiful wand. I'm excited to see what they're going to do next for next year, because if they're going by Patronuses, maybe they'll do somebody else's Patronus. If they're going by spells, what other spell could you make into a wand? I'm just really curious to see what they do with next year's wand. But this is the very first one. This was actually sent to me by Noble Collection, so thank you, Noble Collection. And it does come with a stand that also says Expecto Patronum on there, and it has the wand movement symbol that you're supposed to do. On the back right here of this pin, it says Celebration 2025. On the front, Expecto Patronum, and you can choose to put your little pin on the display there, and it's this nice beautiful package deal once you put it all together. All right guys, last but not least, this is Lucius Malfoy's wand, the actual staff wand, and mine's pretty old, so it does have some tarnish on it, but this is the last one. Lucius Malfoy's wand. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous handle here. We all know it. And then it just goes into a black shaft here. And then you have the rest of the staff. And this just goes right in and closes up. So cool. This is the last wand in my collection. I totally forgot one. This is the Hogwarts Legacy Ancient Magic Wand. Very cool. It's kind of small. This one came with the deluxe edition, collector's edition of Hogwarts Legacy, the video game. But that was the only one that I totally forgot about. Very cool wand, very detailed, ancient magic wand. So that's every wand I own. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure to leave a like on the way out and consider subscribing so you don't miss out on the next Wizarding World news, merch, and events. And I will see you in the next one.